what you're saying. Nani? Get out my business, okay?
I promise. All right, here we go. Football time. Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Heero. This is the Identity Booth. I try and have pretty front-facing conversations with you guys and give you guys like my perspective on situations, but hopefully with the opportunity to identify with you on your perspective on how certain things are going. And right now, the NFL is going through a super interesting point, and I'm so interested to see how this is going to play out. I don't know if when and how you watch this, but just to give you a TLDR, for the last 18 months we've been in the middle of a pandemic, and this pandemic has kind of derailed how we do everything in this country, like our way of life, sporting events. It's changed everything. I wear a mask in every public setting from until the day I die, or until they can like figure out FDA certified version of this. But a big factor of me not traveling as much is because I didn't really have many venues to go to, sporting events. Our sports is big in our family, and it's big. It's a big part of our family. So the NFL has now come out and said that they will be fining teams that have refused to get at least half of their team vaccinated, or a certain percentage, and that the team that had the outbreak and caused the game to start will be responsible for the whole entire financial aspect of it. They will be given a loss, and they won't be able to, if they can't reschedule this. Now, there's a bunch of caveats that come with this. It's not as drab as it sounds, but it can become very pressing on these teams. And this is a situation where I am not siding with the players as much as I'm siding with the NFL. And for a lot of you guys that don't know, I was a big supporter of the Colin Kaepernick era, where they were taking a knee for the support of bringing to the forefront of our minds about racial inequalities. And I supported the players. I protested the NFL season from 2019 to 2020 all the way to like 2016, whenever Kaepernick started that whole endeavor. I was in that. I didn't watch the NFL. I think last year was the first time I watched the NFL, and it was booty cheeks because there were no fans in the stands. There was no engagement. The whole NFL season was lackluster to me. I couldn't tell you who won the Super Bowl last year. Who won the Super Bowl last year? It was Tom Brady, the dude I sacked. It was that. Yeah, that's crazy. So what do I feel, right? What do I feel? I feel, hot take right here, full disclosure, I played football. Never experienced any injuries, never had a concussion. I'm blessed. It's literally behind me. I am blessed to have never experienced any injuries while playing football. But am I really about to sit here and take the advice of idiots who let this happen to them on a day-to-day basis? That's who you're taking advice from? People who are getting smacked around the field like that. Like, you believe that they have enough sense to tell a doctor, nah, I'm right, homeboy. These people's brains are scrambled eggs, and I'm not letting nobody tell me otherwise. The NFL players are wrong about this position. They are wrong about this position on so many different levels, because what it really comes down to is the safety of everybody. Your lack of comfort in knowledge, in educating yourself properly about your situation, is not an excuse to put everyone else on the team at risk, because not everyone has, oh, shout out to us, we got 100 comments. Not everybody on the team has $1 billion or $1 million in the bank to retire on if they get COVID. Team managers, water boys, physicians, pharmaceutical people, doctors, everybody, the whole entire front office are being held liable. And these for people who haven't been inside of these buildings, the front office and the players, they all mesh. So if something happens with the players, it's going to happen in the front office. Something happens in the front office, it's going to happen with the players. And I don't get what the problem is here, because we've seen the counter. No football. And no football was boring. It was horrible. It was some of the worst experiences ever for me. So why would we even risk it? What is the theory behind it? A lot of the players don't have legitimate reasons past their feelings. And to my point, now this is where I can use some right-wing talking points. Your employer has given you an ultimatum. You need to be vaccinated in order to perform your job. And if you are not vaccinated, then you must leave your job. And if you are okay with that, then that's the end of the discussion. But you don't get to grandstand and say that this is your thing, this is your choice. It is your choice. It is your right. And no one's taking that from you. That's not what the NFL is doing. The NFL is telling you that we're not going to allow your feelings to be the reason why we don't make any money this year. Because if an outbreak happens, which Tokyo is literally a test ground for us. The Olympics is a test ground for what's going to happen in sports for us. Because the vaccines have been available for way too long. And this isn't going away. This is not going away, not even by a long shot. So I'm baffled why we're even having this debate or argument about safety. Because player safety is what everyone preaches in the NFL. But we just watched a bunch of them get their brains scrambled. But now we're talking about their safety of their livelihoods from a pandemic perspective. And we're posing questions about if this is the right thing to do. So which is it? Do you care about safety as a player front and a front office front? Because right now I only see the front office showing concern for the players. You can't pick and choose when to be safe. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of being. And honestly, I think the players are absolutely wrong here. You're entitled to what you want to do. It's my right. All right. It's also your right to sit on the bench at home by yourself, infecting nobody but yourself. And as long as you're okay with that, then we're all good here. But that's just a quick segment. That's just my perspective on it. I'm super interested to hear what you're going to happen. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Is this going to lead to a strike? Is this going to lead to like player disobedience? Who over under the first team? What's I think the least vaccinated team is Houston. Over under who's going to? Okay, I have two questions here. Who's going to be the first team to have to forfeit a game because they have too many people with COVID? That's the first question. And over under is the Cowboys season going to end 8-8 again because they over under is the Cowboys season going to end 8-8 again because they had to forfeit a game because of COVID? Let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. My name's Heero. This is the Identity Booth. I'm trying to identify what you guys identify with me, but you can identify with me on multiple platforms such as Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all those great platforms. We're literally everywhere like Visa. The link tree is how you can get to all of our cool stuff. We're also on Spotify and Anchor, so that helps out too, just in case you want to listen, but you can't watch. And you guys should take care of yourself, put on your goddamn mask. This thing isn't going away. We talked about COVID a lot in this episode, but it's just because it's kind of ridiculous that we're spiking. We're fucking spiking. That's crazy to hear. That's crazy. How did that pop up on the screen and it didn't pop up for me? I feel cheated. I feel slighted. When did it come up? It says, oh my. Yeah. Oh wow, it didn't show up for me. That's crazy. Alright, but hey, at least you guys get to see it, right? So that's all that matters. But yeah, you guys take care of yourself. Let's get ready for the next.
But it's so hard to find through the daily grind. We're working overtime, and I'm sleep deprived. Shorty on my line, and we fuss and fight. Seems like every night. Don't care who's wrong or right. I hope the end is sight. Slow it down, and we can catch the vibes.